Michigan has not beaten Ohio State in 365 days. OHIO State wins 27-9 over that team up north. Now, I have decided I'm not going to make this video in order to boast. Trust me, there's plenty of time for me to boast over the next 364 days. It'll be fun. What I'm going to do instead is offer Michigan's football program my services. And what do I mean by that? Does that mean I'm exchanging my scarlet and gray allegiance for maize and blue? No, certainly not. Goodness, no. That'd be like me becoming a fan of the Baltimore Ravens. Over my dead body. Absolutely not. But I want to offer them a different kind of service because, let's be honest, they need it. Their culture is actually quite awful. If you looked at the game yesterday, their 20-7-9 L, the belt-to-bum treatment they received at the feet of the Ohio State Buckeyes, you would see that not only did they lose, not only were they overmatched, but their tempers were abhorrent. Their attitude was bottom of the barrel. And their team culture is utterly abysmal. There were multiple instances throughout the game of chippiness, and I wouldn't say fighting, I wouldn't even say tussling, but getting in the faces of the Buckeyes players in hopes of trying to incite a fight. And for the most part, it didn't really work. You could probably say that all those instances of Michigan getting in Ohio State's faces is part of the rivalry. It's classic rivalry banter. This is the greatest rivalry in all of college sports, Michigan and Ohio State. So, of course there's going to be some chippiness. It's normal. What the rivalry does not excuse is one of Michigan's players headbutting a referee in the head. That's not a product of this rivalry. That's a product of a toxic football culture. That is Michigan. That is the Wolverines. Their culture is actually quite terrible. Now, what's crazy is that after that Michigan defender headbutted the referee in the face, he didn't get ejected from the game immediately. And because the NCAA is garbage, I wouldn't be shocked if that player doesn't even get suspended for the bowl game. Wouldn't be the first time in this year that the NCAA has dealt Michigan a soft penalty instead of delivering them justice. People don't forget. Let's contrast them from a different team. A team that deliberately, intentionally, and clarifyingly won with humility. That's what Ryan Day said. Ryan Day, Ohio State's coach, a man that I wanted to see be fired after he lost last year to Michigan at home. That meltdown I had after Ohio State lost to Michigan a year ago is still one of the most viewed videos on my channel. If you want to look and find it after you watch this one, it's the one in which the thumbnail is a giant zoom in on my mouth. My wide open, angry mouth. I know, one of the ugliest things in the world. I did. But no need for ugly mouth today. My team won, and we didn't just win. We won with class. We won with discipline. We won by doing the little things right. We won because we were better, and we didn't let Michigan and their thuggish attitude get in our way. We simply beat them. We destroyed them even. We won by 3 scores. That's a blowout. Last year, when Michigan beat Ohio State in Columbus, their players took out a Michigan flag, a flag with a giant yellow letter M, and planted it on the middle of Ohio State's field. And there was a giant fight between the Wolverines and the Buckeyes after the fact. There were lots of memes about it. There were police involved, even. And both programs, if I'm being completely honest, should have been punished for having that fight. Basically, no one is punished for it. It was actually really dumb. There should have been some punishments for that going both ways. But what happens now, 1 year later? Ohio State dominates. They don't go to the middle of the field to plant a flag. They go to the stands, where their fans are, where the Buckeye fans, who traveled to the big house, were seated. And the Buckeye players went into the stands chatted with the fans, and waved goodbye to the sorry losers on the other side. There's not going to be any flag planting. We're better than you. We're a better team than you. We're a better culture than you. We are better than you. Why did Michigan end up on the other side of that? Because their terrible team culture enabled it. Michigan was standing in the middle of the field because they were convinced that Ohio State was going to try and plant a Buckeye flag on the middle of Michigan's field after Ohio State destroyed Michigan. Ohio State, for the most part, knows better than that. I did say for the most part because there was actually somebody who brought a Buckeye flag, but Ryan Day deliberately told them, no, we're not doing that. We're going to celebrate this win in the locker room. Because Ryan Day is a man of integrity and knows how to be a good coach and knows how to create an environment in which boys can become men and can become good human beings. Ryan Day is cool and fun. Sherrone Moore isn't. Michigan fans are smart. Michigan fans are intelligent. I think you guys know Sherrone Moore is not it. He's not delivering on-field success that Michigan fans want, that Michigan fans expect. Michigan's a proud and historic program. Michigan, in 2 straight years, hasn't made the playoffs in an expanded 12-team format. This is Michigan we're talking about. That's utterly unacceptable. For the Michigan fans who understand that Michigan's team culture is toxic and Sherrone Moore, their head coach, is one of the main culprits responsible for that, and who are lamenting that this Michigan team is not worthy of the proud tradition of Michigan's football program, respect. Respect to you guys for that. Now, do I actually feel bad for Michigan fans at large? No. 2,191 days. It's been 2,191 days since Ohio State beat Michigan. It's been 2,191 days since Ohio State beat Michigan. It's been 2,191 days. You see how annoying this gets? Now imagine hearing this basically every day for 4 straight years. Now they've got nothing to say. All they've got is this. Look at that. And that's it. Ohio State beats Michigan. Order is restored. OHIO.